Hi dear colleagues, welcome to our tea club. My name is Dolunay Turgazieva.
And my name is Agirim Kushainova.
And today we are continuing our lessons on integrating STEM into your English lessons. Specifically today we'll be looking at our second lesson on engineering design.
As you remember, during the previous discussion we've talked about how Dolunay prepared her students for the challenge. And Dolunay, so please tell us, what are we doing today?
In today's lesson, students will be designing a model of a helmet that will protect the egg from breaking. During this challenge, they will go through different stages of design challenge, and we would like you to pay attention to these stages, and we will discuss them later.
Sure. So without further ado, why don't we have a look at our demonstration lesson?
Let's watch it. Okay, welcome to our class. Let's recap. What did we learn during our last class?
About brain.
Okay, we learned about
Helmet.
Okay, we learned about different parts and functions of the brain, and also we started designing our helmet.
Yes.
Okay, so remind me, what were some of the criteria for your helmet? To be comfortable to wear, comfortable to take off.
Not heavy.
Yes. Not heavy.
Easy to clean.
Easy to
Clean.
clean. No, my criteria. These were you came up with. What were my criteria?
Make helmet.
Helmet that you can take off.
Yeah, it should stay on the brain, most importantly. And also, it should protect the brain from cracking. Okay? And it should be easy to wear again. These were the criteria, right? Okay. So today, you already have some sketches, right?
Yes.
You will continue working in your teams. And here's what you will do. I'm going to give you a model that you will use. We will use an egg as a model.
Oh.
So this will be your brain. Okay, the yellow part.
So small.
The
White
yellow-
is liquid, yeah?
Yeah, this is cerebral fluid, right? And the eggshell will be your skull. So if your egg breaks, it means your skull also breaks. Okay? Each of you will receive one egg, and then you will start based on your sketch, based on your ideas from last class. You will model your helmet. Okay? I'm gonna give you some materials that you can use. You can choose whatever you want. Just come here, choose your materials and take them. But before, let me just give you your... Okay, so we have some eggs.
Oh.
They're already wearing their pants, okay, and they have a face. If you break them, they will not smile anymore.
Same time.
Take one for your team. Okay, this is so that they don't fall, but they might fall, so keep an eye on them and don't break them while you're designing them. Okay. If you break one, you can have only one additional.
I think that's...
Okay. So, come, choose materials that you like. You have some tape, scissors, rope, whatever you need to create a helmet. Everyone has their materials?
Yes.
Okay. So what we'll do is first you will build your helmet and test it. Okay? Okay. So I see that some models are ready.
Yes.
Let's try testing.
Yes.
You will come to the prepared stage for you. One of you will be holding a ruler like this, and the second will be dropping the egg. Okay? If it breaks, you seed, and then you take another egg and improve
So-
your model.
Let's start.
Let's start with your team. Come this way. So, drop it. Yeah. Check, did it break?
How will you take it off?
What?
There is a...
No, like this.
Okay. Okay. Try dropping it from a higher.
Higher.
So not
Here.
30, try 60 maybe, double the length. Okay, let's see, did it break?
No.
Okay,
Oh.
good. Go, open your helmet and see if there are any cracks.
Okay.
Okay, good job. Next team. Can you give the phone? Stand right there. No. Okay. Let's test it. Okay. Did it break?
No.
Okay. Try. Okay. Higher.
It's like
Okay. Let's try. Okay. Thank you. Go back and open up. See if there are any cracks or anything. Good. Let's go. Last group.
Long way.
Drop with the head down. Okay. Is everything okay? Yes. Okay. Try higher. Higher. Yes. Okay. Good. Go back to your seat. Open your helmet. Thank you.
What?
Examine your egg. Where did it break? Did it break anywhere?
No.
Okay. What worked and what didn't? Discuss in your groups. What worked and what didn't?
Everything works. You can.
Okay. You have a crack. Yes. Okay, open. So one of our groups have a crack. What part of the brain damaged? Let's see. It's not
Face.
brain, it's like face. So it didn't protect his jaws. Let's see. Wow, it's really hard to wear.
It's shaky.
What easy?
Oh, okay. Let me just.
Take the rope.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So here's our egg that broke. Okay. We can see that his head cracked. Okay, but his skull didn't, so that's good.
It's really good.
You can actually just
It's like a cold.
So let's discuss what worked well for you.
Everything.
Nothing had cracks, right? Let me see. Okay, it's perfect. Good.
The shock absorber worked well.
Good. You had a shock absorber. What else is it in there? Okay.
It's designed as
Elastic. Okay. Good. So our last group. What do you need to change? What do you think you will change in your design?
It's this part, like under the mouth.
The jawline.
Yes. So it should be more protected.
So you can use something to protect more. Okay, good. I am going to give you the handouts. Okay, so let's discuss. What's your evidence that your design was successful?
1,000.
Yes,
Yes. Percent. Yes.
We had a shock absorber, so it's like.
Okay, so basically your eggs didn't break. That's the evidence. Okay. We talked about what part was damaged, which was jaw. Okay. What were some challenges in the design that you had?
To think about height,
To think about makeup on
No.
the face.
Again, what was that?
to think about how to tie it.
How to tie it.
Yes.
So it stays, right?
Yes.
What were your challenges? It is not Maksat.
To think about
How to
protect.
tie it too, but we found a way to tie it by the last
Elastic band.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your challenge?
To make modeling clay soft.
Ah, okay, so you were using a modeling clay. All of you were using different materials. You were using a carton box.
Carton.
You like a
Also
sponge, combination of everything. And you were using a modeling clay.
Sponge.
Good. If you could make any modifications, what would you do?
Face mask.
We
With us and make it
It's
more,
actual.
Make it more
beautiful.
more beautiful, yes, because it's kind of scratchy right now, yeah?
make it more beautiful and put the jaw part.
Put the jaw part, yes. In the last stage, we're actually curious, how did you design your helmets? So let's quickly present each. Everyone will present their helmets, okay? Come, Beksultan and Nagirin, please.
It's our egg, and this is
We looked at his floor downside, and we tried to wear it on the head. It looked like a symmetric, and it will be protected. We tested, and it also worked. So
it's a helmet style. We can take off it and easily wear.
Yes.
Yeah, when it's like that. And under the helmet, we have a soft things that will save
say
its brain.
Okay, good job, thank you. Next group.
They are presenting our egg that has the high fashion helmet. It was developed in the center of Italy, Milan. Center of fashion. Yeah. We used some elastic bands to tie it up, and there is the sponge in the
inside.
and
Inside.
it's like the shock absorber,
Okay.
so it didn't broke.
It didn't break. Can you open? Can you take it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is some technical problems.
Okay, that's good, that's good. And I also like that it
Stop
has,
recording here.
it has like a plastic to protect also the back, like Taisia was saying, right? It has to protect the back of it. Thank you, Duga. And our last presenters.
It's our egg. We use some plain clay and we use some rope to fix it. And at first to make clay like of his head, to form this, we use balloons first, and after this we put clay.
But our helmet hasn't the thing that protects his jaw, and that's why our egg broke.
Plastic. Okay.
Yes.
Can you take it off? How do you take it off?
Yes, it has
It's
two.
two ropes, and it's
Good. And inside it has a balloon, right?
now not. We use balloon only to form.
Okay. So no insulation inside.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good job. Okay, so everyone has their eggs protected. Good job. Everyone except for this team, unfortunately, but you also reworked your design. Will receive a contract from Kokboru national team.
1 million song, yeah.
And 1 million songs, you can split it. Okay, thank you everyone. How did you like the activity?
It was great.
Very interesting.
It's fine.
Funny.
Fine. Okay. What did you like the most?
When you test it and it not.
You were excited. Will it
Yeah.
break or not? You didn't know.
Yeah.
Were you happy when it didn't break?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay.
Not touch with our souls.
How was working in teams for activity.
It was very funny. We named our last egg as this egg.
Okay, what name did it have?
Our last egg was Athanasius, this is Lucas.
Okay. What worked well with you in the team?
It was interesting to
Protect our egg. It has 10 layers.
7 layers?
10.
10 layers. Wow. Okay. And for you?
Teamwork.
We both had a different idea, and at the end we came up with one.
Selected one.
Yeah, I saw that you had some idea with cotton. I didn't had another idea, but we worked out.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good job, everyone. Clap yourselves.
That was a very exciting and engaging lesson. So what kind of stages did you notice in the engineering design process? So why don't we ask Tolunay? Tell us about your lesson. What stages did the students undergo?
In the previous lessons, our students received a task, a challenge, that they were supposed to create a helmet. They brainstormed their ideas and went home. After coming, today they started working on their models. They were working in teams and building a helmet using all different materials that we provided them with. We didn't give everyone similar materials, so everyone could get creative. So you noticed that some of them used a carton box and paper clips. The second group was using sponges, balloons, and the other one was using a modeling clay. So everyone was experimenting with whatever they were interested in. We didn't tell them to use only this materials. And after that, after building their helmet, they came to the board and tested it. They were dropping it face down to see if the helmet protected the egg from cracking. 2 of our teams had very good helmets. Their eggs didn't break, but the third team realized that they did not have protection for the jaw area. So after revising their models, they were thinking, okay, so what do I need to change? What worked well for us? Or what didn't work well? So it was a good idea to reflect on their process of designing a helmet.
And that's quite exciting. I mean, how often do we allow our students to work on their mistakes, correct them, and come back again, you know?
Yeah.
Because in most of our classrooms, we just give our students just one chance. And if they fail, sorry, you failed. But in the engineering world, that's how people work. That's what people do. Because in the end result, we want a perfect helmet. We want a perfect model. We want a perfect, object.
Yeah.
So that's why allowing them to make these mistakes provides an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to learn.
Yeah. Especially when they failed, they felt more challenged to improve their helmet. So some of them went back to revising and remodeling, but at the end we had analyzed. So what was most challenging for you? What were the things that you wanted to change? They also analyzed what parts of the egg were cracked and reflected to their learning from the previous lesson and identified which lobe of the brain would have been affected if it was the person.
That's quite exciting. I wonder if the students whose egg, did not break, did they have a chance to, improve it or make it better, or did they just leave it as it is?
Yeah, actually all the teams reflected on how they would want to improve it because their helmets were not perfect, but they still protected the egg. So one team wanted to improve the ropes because they were not very convenient. Some of them wanted to have more padding. So it was also good for them to see, like, if I do this again, so what are the things that I want to improve?
That's exciting because, not only the students whose egg broke had to work and improve their model, but, teams who did well still were worried, and they worked on improving and making their helmets even better. And that's a great opportunity for our students to, use their imagination, use their creativity, and, have an opportunity to grow and learn more.
Yeah, and as an extension of this activity, students were invited to present, because everyone wanted to know who designed which type of helmet. So they came and showed their helmets and used their reasoning for choosing specific materials. So for example, somebody used a sponge because it would serve as a good shock absorber. Others were using cotton box because it was of the same shape of the egg or something. So presentation in front of our peers gives us opportunity for peer evaluation, getting feedback from other people about your work.
Yeah, and I think that, in your previous lesson, in the previous stages, the students were already mentioning that, the different materials that could be used in their designing, process when they were asked to design and think of the helmet that they would build. Now they had an opportunity to test it and see if a sponge was a good shock absorber, or if a modeling clay was a good shock absorber.
Yeah.
So that's quite exciting to see that students think about some ideas and they have a chance to test it right away.
Yeah. At the end of the lesson, we had just open class discussion of what was it like for them, and you could tell that everyone was engaged. They were working on their helmet, and they loved working in teams. One of the teams mentioned that they had a disagreement in their team, but then they worked it out and agreed on one design for their egg.
Yeah, and I think that this challenge not only, provides an opportunity to have this engineering, thinking, but also problem-solving skills.
Problem-solving, collaboration, communication, and fosters creativity in students.
Yeah, and as you may already notice, the materials that we used, in today's lesson could be found everywhere around the world, and you can easily, adapt this activity into your own teaching.
To sum up, the stages were giving the criteria for the challenge. Students brainstormed their ideas. They built it. They tested it, had a prototype. They revised what was missing from their helmet, and then they had a chance to improve their design. And after that, they presented their work in front of our students.
So, as you see, it's not much, and I think that you can easily implement it with your own students, and we hope that you enjoyed today's discussion. Please make sure to come back to our next discussions, because we're still continuing to talk about how we can integrate different STEM approaches into our own teaching. Hope it was useful, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.